trip to the new zoo. Neil Anderson joins us again live from Suamico. I know you didn't see the video, Neil, but the bear was actually on the trash can, and the trash can was not opening.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I guess
geez.
it works.
I had to tell you though, this week, one of the our maintenance crew, they were changing the garbage cans, and he looked in and there was a raccoon in the garbage can.
Ooh.
So yeah, so we get a few animals out here too, and hey, we're out here with the Aldabra tortoises, and this is one of my favorite exhibits too because it's kind of unique. You get an opportunity to get close to these guys and see how big they are. You know, we've got Al. He's the big guy, and Al's almost 350 pounds. Somewhere in that ballpark. They can get up to about 500 pounds. Then you got Tootie. She's over on the side. She's a little bit smaller. She can get up to about 300 pounds. But these two are, a little over 34 years old. You talk about animals that can get old. You know, these guys can reach ages even up to 200. So they're going to be here at the zoo for many, many years. You know, and actually the oldest Aldabra tortoise passed away in 2006. You know, and they carbon dated the shell, and it was she was 255 years old.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Older than the country, right?
It is. You know, that she was actually figured she was, she was born somewhere around 1750. Oh. Which is just crazy. But you look at, Al, he's cruising over here, and they're real inquisitive. You know, they want to check us out. We're in here, they're going to follow us around. But you can take a look, their shell grows most of their life. And you can see on the top, it looks like growth rings. Well, a lot of people think that you can go ahead and age a tortoise or a turtle that way, and you really can't. I mean, you can kind of a general idea on that, but you can actually just see kind of like, the growth rings of a tree, that you may have some good years that they put on a little bit, more size, and that's really what it's telling. But actually these, what we call scoots, these growth plates here, this is the same, keratin that you'd find in your fingernails, and this just covers, goes ahead and covers the shell. There's bony plates underneath there, so it's kind of a different pattern.
He can kind of feel you're touching him right now?
Yeah, and actually, that's the thing, for a long time people thought, there was no nerve endings, in the shell. But actually, by me just touching him right here, he can feel that. He can feel that. So, on any turtles or tortoises, you got to be really careful with them because they're very, very sensitive. And that's the way if we need to move him in, if I was to go ahead and touch him in the back here and just tap a little bit like this, I can get him to move in a direction, one way or another. One other thing we want to mention too is you can see we put up some enrichment things like here's the, little tree in here, and he'll actually stand up, stretch out, and eat the leaves. Wow. But even some of these leaves that look dry, you can get a lot of moisture out of those.
Very good. Well, Neil, we'll check back with you next hour, okay?
Hey, sounds good.
See ya.